I passed one guy on the boardwalk on the way in. I believe we are the only two individuals at the swamp right now. Gotta clean these glasses, man. Hey, Duff here. We're in 360. It's actually not raining for the first time in 2 days, although it looks like it could rain again. I am on the Sherman. We're gonna go to the swamp. I have no idea how long of a adventure into the swamp we're gonna be able to take, because I have a feeling there's gonna be some heavy flooding conditions in certain areas. Basically, Saturday and Sunday, we were getting precipitation from what I believe is now Hurricane Sally, another tropical system. I think we're at record-setting pace as far as tropical systems go. And we got dumped on with rain all day long. As you can see, the canal over here stuffed with rain. Actually, it's not a canal, that's just a drainage ditch. Filled to the brim with rain. So I have a feeling that the swamp is going to be very, very swampy. Now I have, came loose already, damn it. I have put the vertical mount on my Rode Wireless Go transmitter. The issue I have is the coiled red wire that runs to the external mic jack. I had it taped on and that's already come loose. It didn't last very long. Probably need to use a rubber band or something just to keep it tucked in. So you might see that cord on certain angles, but it's definitely better with this vertical orientation. I was able to 3D print an adapter to do it. So, and it was based on a suggestion that someone made in the comments. So thank you. So I have to tell you, my experience with the Sherman over the last week or so has got me thinking about my current wheel collection, just because this is definitely the best non-suspension, oh boy, open road cruiser there is. And I've been thinking, well, how can I swing this? Because I can't justify just spending $2,850 on a Sherman as an addition. It would have to be, there's a snake. I don't know if you're probably not gonna be able to see that in the 360. It would have to be me again selling a wheel to justify buying a Sherman. And when I think about it, the only logical wheel to sell, if I was going to do this, would be the MSX, because this does everything the MSX does and more, as far as speed and range. And wow, we got some really big puddles here, huh? This does everything the MSX does and more. Of course, it's $1,000 more too. So yeah, that's the only way that I could come up with justifying buying a Sherman. I do love my MSX, so that would be a hard wheel to let go of. So I don't know. My mind is not made up. And obviously, I don't ever really need a full 3,200 watts of range. The 1860 watt-hour battery in the MSX is more than enough for every riding scenario that I do. So who knows, man? We'll see. But it is a possibility. It's something I didn't consider before. And now, since riding the Sherman, I am considering it. And I know Brian from Zoom Wheels is dying to get me a seat for the Sherman. And I definitely can't sit on the MSX. So, that's another thing to consider. So the big knobby tire definitely has its advantages in off-roading. You get a little extra, another few millimeters of cushion, from the tread. It, definitely doesn't give you the suspension of a comfort wheel. Wow, how's that for dyslexia? It doesn't give you the comfort of a suspension wheel. But as far as non-suspension goes, I think it's going to be among the best in that regard. I saw one truck in the parking lot, that's it. Don't expect it to be full because I expect it to be flooded. So we'll see how far we can actually go. Oh wow, since I was here last, they replaced this first section of boards finally. This is the one section that had the really old lumber that was rotting badly. It looks like now the entire thing is composite lumber. That's awesome. A much needed improvement. You can see just how high the water level is here on the sides, guys. It is swampy to the max. Well, I definitely don't think you can find a wheel that looks like it's more ready to go into the swamp than the Sherman, right? It looks like it is ready to do some battle. But deep wet mud and deep standing water is something that I would not subject any of my wheels to, not even the Sherman. This has like tree droppings, wet tree droppings all over this. So I'm being very careful because I can imagine this is very slippery. If I would try to do anything sudden, it would be bad. All right, we are coming off the boardwalk. Here we go. Oh, there goes a rabbit. Okay, well, the first 100 yards looks okay. So of course this means that the water level is right at path level at certain points, which means that gators have even easier access to the path. So we'll see what we come up with. Now I'm not going to be intentionally hitting. Oh, here's some water. I'm not going to be, oh yeah, it's close to being flooded out here. I'm not going to be intentionally hitting cypress knees because it's not a suspension wheel. So I'll be doing my normal swamp obstacle avoidance. Curious how challenging that will be with 80 plus pounds between my legs. That's what I'm worried about. And we do have these wet spots here. Just gonna go through them slowly and rely on the knobby tire. Man, this is, I've never had the water this close to the path as far as level of, oh, there was just a snake that just rolled right in front of me. I missed it, barely. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing this long, guys. Definitely not long, but I'm sure it looks cool in 360. The path is just very, very wet. Very wet. Ah, damn, I knew I forgot something. And look how high this water is. Oh. I forgot to take my Advil. Dumb me. I will be popping some as soon as I get home, probably. Trying to watch the road and the sides of the path simultaneously. Whoops. Whoa. I keep hearing what sounds, oops, didn't miss those. Keep hearing things shuffling off into the water as I get close. Some of those things sound large, so they're probably, yeah, gators. Probably baby ones. Yeah. This is definitely a good spot to have a 360, since I can spin you off of looking at me, and you can see some of the stuff around me. Well, probably better than I can, because I got to kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. The Sherman's doing fine. Yeah. Nice and controlled. Tire offers good grip in this situation. Not noticing any additional difficulty controlling the wheel despite its heft. Down. I could probably bounce over that thing if I had some momentum going, but I'd rather not. Holding my expensive 3D camera, slippery conditions. I'll just hoof it. I'm just using standard off-roading EEC technique, you know, keep my legs bent. The big tire definitely does help absorb some of these bumps, and it also is doing a good job of getting through these muddy sections that sometimes would spin out other EUCs that I've taken in here. So if I would get a Sherman, I would definitely be sticking with this tire. All right, that's with a regular EUC, I wouldn't do that because it's going to be very slippery in the bottom of that, beneath that shallow water. But we're going to try. Here we go. Slow and steady. All right. On the way back, I don't know that I'd want to do that because that I got very deep very quick. Because when I hit that soft dirt, the wheel sunk into it. But again, testament to that tire. It saved me. I don't know that I'd be able to roll across that on any of my other EUCs. Pretty sure I wouldn't. Just stopped to take a cool picture here in the swamp and looked at the back of the wheel. Mudguard definitely would have been a good idea. I don't think they're including it with the wheels. You can get them. It's a very industrial looking mudguard. But I don't think you can include, or you can get one with the wheel, or it's not included, which is unfortunate. Wow, there's those huge buzzards. Yeah, they're just really big. See them? Hi guys. What's up? What's up here? What's up? Hi. It's all right. It's okay. You don't have to leave. You don't really get much appreciation for how large a buzzard is until it's on the ground. And usually you see them circling above, but man, they are quite large animals. All right, we're not going much further here. I don't want to make the wheel an absolute mess. But it feels, yeah, you know, I'm hitting these bumps. This tire is really the star in this environment. Works great. You know, I'm not really stressing the motor at all. Now you can tell people haven't been back here very much. Usually, you know, like during the season, this area would be much more worn from bike and pedestrian traffic. It's already getting overgrown here, so yeah, there's not many people coming out here. Wet season is wet, obviously, and it's also very hot. So those two things don't make swamp hiking all that much fun for a lot of people. I passed one guy on the boardwalk on the way in. I believe we are the only two individuals at the swamp right now. It is Monday morning. You may remember or may not remember that I took off Friday, Monday. So yeah, it's a weekday. After a very rainy weekend, not many people patronizing the swamp. Yeah, a little dirty there, huh? Just a little dirty. Some of you guys may recognize this area. This is with both the V11 and the S18. This is where I sat and went across these large cypress knees for suspension tests, doing slow-mo footage going across these cypress knees. So that's where I am. And that's all the further I'm going in as far as depth-wise. I'm going to turn around and hit. But as far as non-suspension wheels go, the Sherman so far has felt great in this environment. And Marty said pretty much the same thing when he's taking it on the trails where he lives, which are much more vigorous than this. He was very, very happy with the way that the Sherman feels as well. So all good. One of the negative things people have reported about the Sherman is the pedal height isn't fantastic, and its tendency to want to dip somewhat when turning makes it a little bit more of a problem. Although I believe that behavior has been improved with the production firmware. With what I'm doing here, I haven't had any issues. I'm not hitting anything that would cause me distress on the pedals, other than mud. All right, heading back. All right, we're getting close to that spot where it was that long stretch of water. I don't think I'm going to try to ride through that again. I don't want to get the wheel absolutely disgusting, and it was a little sketchy coming out that other side. So I think I will try to hoof it, maybe. Yeah, because look, that's solid water there. Oh man, that is all water, guys. Huh. And right out there is the deepest part. There is no way across that I would be able to remotely keep my sneakers from being totally submerged. Oh shit. All right, guess that means we need to try it again. Come on, veteran. Let's get through it.
Extreme.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, large knobby tire that allows me to go through situations I would not be able to go through otherwise. Yeah, if you're the type that don't care about suspension, Sherman will do you just fine in off-road situations, guys. I saw that sitting out there. Wait, let's get this. This freaking cord's just in the way. I can't do anything about it. I saw that and I thought it was a snake at first. It's flip-flops. There's flip-flops out. I hope that's not all that's left of the guy that got pulled in by the gators, man. Scary shit. It's interesting, I've been periodically getting a message on the Insta360 saying that frames were dropped during encoding. I'm wondering if it's because that guy just scooted off the path. Hi, bud. It's okay. Looks like an adolescent. I'm surprised though he's staying there, even though he knows I'm right here. All right, good boy. Just trying to stay on my little path of muddiness. The boardwalk is just ahead. Up here's some more water. Slowly. No problem. We'll just keep it rolling until we hit the boardwalk. You can enjoy the vista with me. Here we go, more water. And there's a baby gator. That one's about a foot. He was small. All right, almost home free. Trip into the swamp was on the short side, but I have no doubt that I'd be able to do the full loop on the veteran, you know, if it wasn't so wet, without a major hassle, and definitely as comfortable as any of my other non-suspension wheels. All right, here we are. You can see all the stuff on the boardwalk that's keeping my speed in check. Beautiful, huh? It really is. And this guy on the path here, he didn't even flinch. Let's put this up. I'm being very trusting of gators. Hi, buddy. Hi. You sunning yourself? Yeah? All right. You're brave. Most gators would run away. Good job. All right, we'll see you later. All right, looks like the older gentleman in the truck has vamoosed, meaning it was just me, myself, and I at the swamp. Luckily, I didn't run into any sort of dangerous circumstances. All right, guys, I think it's gonna pretty much wrap up the video. Sherman swamp test, it gets an A, no problem whatsoever. And so much of it goes or is credited to that large knobby tire that gives you superior traction in those kind of circumstances. Very wet and sloppy for most of that path. It had no problem whatsoever. Wish the wheel had a mud guard, but you can get one, so that's good. And I'll be doing some more thought about swapping my MSX for a Sherman possibly in the future. Who knows? That would be interesting. Definitely interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting a channel, you can always think about subscribing. You can hit that subscribe button, and if you're going to subscribe, you can always hit the notify bell, which is over there or over here. I'm not sure in 360 where it is, so I'll have to figure that out. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. I'll probably be shipping the Sherman off to its next destination this week. I'd like to, do maybe one more decent ride on it. Not sure exactly what I have planned, but we'll do something. And that's all I have for you for now. I hope you guys have a great upcoming week. Happy Monday. Until next time, Duffman out. Definitely need to hose this off a little bit after that mess. Oh my goodness. Carefully, of course. Mud guard. Badly needed.